Everybody out there, today I'm going to be showcasing my Z-Back arcade, my Mame arcade. To turn it on, you have to go through the coin door and press the computer power button. The computer specs will be listed in the item description. In a nutshell, it's a Z-Back cabinet. The top part used to be longer and protruded out a little bit further, but I cut back a couple inches, and it has an ultra-wide monitor for the Marquee. It's 2 screens. This screen is actually a 49-inch TV that goes all the way to the back and all the way to the front. It actually touches a little bit of the coin door. This is actually the monitor, so it goes all the way up in here, and it goes all the way to the back as well, but it is covered. I got coin buttons here and an exit button. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and hit start for Mortal Kombat 4. When it loads up,
Mortal Kombat 4. High kick. High punch. Block. Low kick. Low punch. Run.
It tells you what the buttons are. It also colors them according to what the colors were in the game originally. How authentic they are, that could be questionable, but you can go and change each one. I had to change like the settings on these because it was set up like all funky, but you have to change all of them. But put some quarters in and just kind of show a little bit of the gameplay. Mortal Kombat 4 was something that was impossible to run a couple of years back, but it runs perfectly on this system. I don't know, on other systems. I could never get tired of Liu Kang's bicycle kick. I'm going to go ahead and exit this though. And as you go pick through the games, the Marquee image obviously changes along with it. I don't have all the Marquee images, so I still got to update my system, But whenever something is not displayed, I got a default image. Just something I found online. Another hard to run one in the past was Gauntlet Dark Legacy. And knock on wood, with this system it runs
Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Full
Block run. Fire start. Magic.
It runs full speed. When I say that, it's not 100%, but it's about 98% on this system, and it ran that same speed basically without a GPU, with just using the onboard GPU that was in my system. But I had to upgrade to something that could display 2 dual outputs. And now this has a hard drive, so it would save it, the original arcade. So you could put in your initials, put in your password, and then actually save your state, because they want you to keep coming back and spending more and more quarters. So, as you can see, the game is actually running very smoothly. And I'm trying to, hit some different graphic spots. Turbo attack. I actually owned this arcade game for a very short time, and I am thrilled to see that we're able to play it here on Mame.
Collect potions before using magic.
Got chicken leg. Yummy. I got bombed. Politically incorrect suicide bomber. Okay, so I'm gonna exit this one, and you can tell these two pink buttons, both of them need to be repaired. The green light of the RGB is actually out, so I have one more that's functioning and one more that is like a spare that also has the green out. So I need to get those, you know, updated. But I don't remember if this one had it, but
Magic sword, heroic fantasy, attack, jump.
So like this one is obviously a 2-player game. This one would have to be updated to add the second player's buttons. It's not a big, huge issue to do, but it does take time to go into the little the colors.ini and the controls.ini file. But these systems are like a labor of love. I'm gonna go to the S's. A lot of samurais. Try to get over by Street Fighters. And there's a lot of Street Fighters. Street Fighter 3. This one, once again, doesn't have the Marquee.
3, new generation.
But it has a default.
Jab punch, strong punch, fierce punch, short kick, strong kick, roundhouse kick.
But the buttons, I love the RGB buttons. I think they're beautiful. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and exit this. And yeah, my list is down to, I want to say, approximately 300 games. The good thing is you don't go through a whole bunch of, I'm gonna say,
Strike,
games that you'd never play.
sword, jump.
This looks like something that might need to be updated too, because it has a 2-player controls. And I'm not sure if actually, if you did 2-player, if you're going to play 1 player here and then 1 player here. More than likely, you're only going to play on one side, so this shouldn't be lit up because it might confuse you. Or I could be wrong, it could go from side to side. But, definitely still fun to be able to see the Marquee change. This is about the 6 arcade, maybe. How many, Monica, have I built?
I'd say around 5 or 6.
Yeah. And this is I think the second one that I did in a Z-back cabinet. Mm-hmm. But I definitely love the looks of having multiple monitors. Also, the nice thing about having the 49-inch monitor is you get approximately 37 inches that you could work with. Now that 37 inches that you work with, you could get approximately 30 inch on a 4.3, and about 31 inches on, you know, or you can get 30 inches 4.3 on a horizontal, and about 31 inches on vertical games. And with this, it's got two monitors, so it's like 2, 4, 3. What do you call those? Horizontals. Now you'll notice on this one, I got the block, the dodge button highlighted in white, so I know what it is. That's really a nice feature to be able to go, okay, rights and lefts, uppercut, and then the block button, or the dodge button, excuse me. So it's cool to have those color coded.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Care.
I'm gonna go ahead and exit this one, and I'm gonna try to pull up a spinner game. Tempest. Tempest also doesn't have its marquee yet.
Tempest. Fire. Super Zapper.
Super Zapper. But this is an example also of a, I believe a vertical game. Even though you don't quite see, yeah, now you see more of the top and bottom. I know with without having this screen in there sideways, the biggest I could do is a 28-inch widescreen. So being able to get 30 inches of a non-wide screen in here for this, let's say, horizontal game, and about 31 inches on a vertical, and have it in the 4:3 format, that's much, you know, nicer than having, you know, a 28-inch this way that would be in a widescreen format, and then have, you know, possibly the vertical games in about a 17-inch screen, you know. So this is kind of like the best of both worlds. I'm trying to look for a racing game. I don't have like themes set up so you can go to like racing games or something like that. But the spinner does work for racing games as well. Turbo Outrun.
Turbo Outrun. High-low. Turbo. Accelerate. Brake.
So
Select transmission.
so you can turn the knob, you know, and it's like turning a steering wheel.
Automatic. Welcome to the car.
And instead of actually having a gas pedal, I got mine set up to the button. Crap, doesn't mean I know how to drive very good. Once I click that turbo button, it goes like fast for the overheat thing. But it definitely is a million times better using a spinner than using a joystick. It just, the joysticks, you know, unfortunately, they're not intended for it. You can play games like 720 with this as well, but it really does suck. I mean, it's just 720 had a joystick that you have to like finish your spin and land at a certain point, and with the spinner it just does not seem to be very adequate. anyways, you guys get an idea of it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And just to kind of show you a little bit of the depth, because it is it's recessed, and it's recessed due to the monitor being too big. If it was closer, it would be sticking out the back a couple inches, and I wanted to have it, you know, with the wood intact and have it like a sealed arcade machine, which, you know, looks aesthetically correct. So once again, thank you everybody for watching. Please feel free to add some comments and let me know what you think.